the life, vision, and enduring legacy of our founder, Sri Parthasarathy Rajagopalachari Chariji, who laid the foundation of the Heartfulness International School.
Through his wisdom, compassion, and unwavering dedication to human transformation, Chariji inspired countless individuals around the world. His vision continues to guide our school's commitment to nurturing academic excellence, character, well-being, and the spirit of service in every student.
Every year, we celebrate this day to remember our roots and reflect on the value of love, humility, and service that continue to guide us.
Today, this timeless mission is being carried forward by our Sri Kamlesh D. Patel, affectionately known as Daji, whose wisdom and guidance have inspired millions across the world. Through his efforts, Heartfulness continues to touch lives and nurture hearts, shaping a brighter future for generations to come. We are excited to share
As we gather to commemorate this special occasion,
let us celebrate the vision, values, and legacy that unite us all. I am Rajlakshmi Satish from CBSE Junior.
And I am Shakespeare Paul from NIOS. We have the honor of serving as your anchors for Founders Day 2026.
The Power of Paradox, written by Daji, beautifully reminds us we possess a wellspring of wisdom within us, a reservoir of coded knowledge, the potential and imperishable life in a seed.
Within every individual resides an extraordinary capacity for growth, a latent potential waiting to unfold, much like a seed transforming into a mighty tree.
Every meaningful change begins within. It is nurtured through self-awareness, strengthened through purpose, and expressed through our actions. With this brief introduction, let us embark on this special journey.
Every transformation begins with an awakening of the mind, the spirit, and the heart.
Before we begin our celebration, let us express our gratitude to the Divine, the source of all wisdom, strength, and guidance.
Through prayer, we align ourselves with higher ideals and open our hearts to possibilities beyond our imagination.
To invoke divine blessings upon this special occasion, we invite our esteemed Teachers Corps to present the invocation song.
May we welcome them with a warm round of applause.
Sumara Shri Ganesh, Ampuri Sudamriya Mahesh. Prathama Sumara Shri Ganesh, Ampuri Sudamriya Mahesh. Sakala Vina Vaya Ganesh, Sakala Vina Vaya Ganesh. Pura Sevi Vahe. Prathama Sumara Shri Ganesha, Shri Ganesha. Sari Gari Gapada, Riga Paga Pani Pa, Gavani Pani Sari, Sari Paga Magari Sa. Puja Vichal, Hara Trishula Chandrapala. Puja Vishal, Hara Trishula Chandrapala. Shubhi पुष्पमाला ज्योति गगन पुष्पमाला प्रथम सुंदर श्री गणेश गौरी सुर प्रिय महेश प्रथम सुंदर श्री गणेश श्री गणेश सिद्धि जो तार चार करत बार बार सिद्धि जो तार चार करत बार बार मूषकवाहन सवार मूषकवाहन सवार भक्त प्रथम सुमर श्री गणेश गौरी सुत प्रिय महेश प्रथम सुमर श्री गणेश श्री गणेश Sari gari ga ga ni pa ni sani sai ga ga re sa purana guna gani raag purani yash karat ga प्रथम सुमर श्री गणेश गौरी सुत प्रिय महेश सकल विघ्न भय हरेश दूर से निवारे प्रथम सुमर श्री गणेश श्री गणेश श्री गणेश
Wiggle your toes. Now feel them relax. Feel energy move up from the earth, up your feet to your knees. Relax your thighs. The energy moves up your legs, relaxing them. Now, deeply relax your hips, stomach, and waist. Relax your back. From the top to the bottom, the entire back is relaxed. Relax your chest and shoulders. Feel your shoulders simply melting away. Relax your upper arms. Relax each muscle in your forearms. Your hands right up to your fingertips. Relax your neck muscles. Move your awareness up to your face. Relax your jaw, mouth, nose, eyes, and eyelids. Feel how your whole body is now completely relaxed. Move your attention to your heart. Feel immersed in the love and light in your heart.
It is now our privilege to invite the principal of Heartfulness International School, Dr. P. Mutaya, CBSE Senior, to deliver the welcome address.
A respected educator, mentor, and guide, Dr. Mutaya has been instrumental in fostering a culture of excellence, character, and holistic growth.
Friends, please join us in welcoming him to stage with a big round of applause.
A very good morning to all of you here. It's a very special day. I'm sure each one of us have lots of things to cherish lifelong. All of us here together, we have enormous tasks. The tasks in front of us is very high because education in this 21st century is not academic curriculum alone. It includes that we need to mold each and every child with all necessary qualities to lead a successful life. So in life, the schools across the country have to teach how to talk, how to respect, how to behave in a family, how to behave in an organization. We need to enlighten them the difference between the good and bad. We need to enlighten them to differentiate between the good and the not good. Above all, we need to produce a very, very high self-esteemed and dignified individuals so that when they get placed in different parts of the world, they maintain their dignity and they really contribute for the developmental aspects. So, when we have lots and lots of responsibilities like this, we have to work very diligently, and I am sure for the past 20 years, the feedback that we receive from different cadre revealed to us that Omega students distinguish themselves wherever they go. They are heartful people. They never lose their self-respect and self-esteem. They maintain their dignity and they contribute a lot. Teachers, what we are doing is, we are not just getting into the classroom and delivering the concepts from different lessons. We are building the human resource. Human resources are the most important resource. Only the human resource can speed up the growth and development of any organization, any nation for that matter. Therefore, we have been entrusted with the enormous responsibility of making our children the future resources of the country. Imagine, in our country, one missile man had laid the foundation for missile technology, and today India leads in the field of missile technology in the world. So we need to aim at such great personalities and induce faith, induce confidence so that our children, when they go out, they make a remarkable contribution to the society and the nation to a large extent. So I'm sure each one of you realize the enormous responsibility that is given to your shoulder, and you have been shouldering enormous responsibilities. And today, all of us gathered here to reaffirm our commitment, our dedication to this beautiful organization, which has a thorough commitment towards making the children the better human being. So keep all these things in your mind and start working. And it is an occasion for all of us to rededicate and redevote ourselves for the beautiful cause. And at this juncture, we gratefully remember the great Master Chariji, who had established this institution. We also gratefully remember Daji for his divine guidance and the support that Daji has been rendering to all of us. I also specially acknowledge Jacqueline ma'am. Today she is amidst us, and it was Jacqueline ma'am who showed the seeds of Omega, and today it has grown to be a wonderful, wonderful organization, and this organization is being respected and loved by everybody. So it's a beautiful day. I don't want to take much time because everybody is eager. It's your day, and some of you are going to get a lot of prizes. Many of you are going to participate into the events. So congratulations to all of you. And one appeal to all of you is that always take initiatives to make this organization a vibrant one. And it is possible only when all of you take initiatives. With this request, I extend a very, very hearty welcome to one and all present over here. And it's your day, and I'm sure you will enjoy. Since your task is enormous, I pray Almighty God, I pray to the Masters to shower their choicest blessings on all of you, and all of you be blessed with your family members and try and render a very good service for the organization, so that let us together keep the flag of Omega to fly high. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, sir, for planting seeds of inspiration in every heart gathered here today.
Every great institution begins with a dream nurtured by vision, strengthened by dedication, and transformed into reality through collective effort.
As we celebrate our school's journey of transformation, it is important to reflect on the vision that continue to guide us.
To help us better understand how this inspiring vision is being carried forward in today's world, we are privileged to invite our respected correspondent, Sri Bharat Madhavan, to share his thoughts on realizing our founder's dream.
Friends, please join us in extending a heartfelt welcome to Sri Bharat Madhavan, sir, as he comes to the stage.
Good morning, dear Omega family. Really nice to again gather like this and come as one family, one group, one team under one roof. Such repeated meetings and get-togethers are extremely important for an organization like us. We are not a corporate entity. We are more of a family tied very closely bound with each other, working together for a very noble cause that was very beautifully explained by our principal. I feel such meetings, getting togethers, help us in multiple levels. First and foremost, it helps us to bring joy and happiness into our lives. We all have our own problems, troubles, trials and tribulations of lives. Like they say, வீட்டுக்கு வீடு வாசப்படி. But when we come here to a place like this, we can forget whatever may be happening and share with each other our joys, our happiness, our love, our care for each other. To me, that is the foundation, because at the base, at the very least, all of us must be happy, right? Whether we are teachers or not is irrelevant. Basic necessity of life, apart from food, shelter and clothing, is some level of happiness. And these beautiful gatherings give us that happiness, I feel. I think the second level is to draw inspiration. These opportunities give us this capacity and ability to draw inspiration from within as well as from each other. You see, life is full of repetitions, right? Every day is doing almost the same thing again and again. I mean, my wife always asks, what to cook, right? It's the same cabbage, beetroot, tomatoes. You have to do the same thing. But we can add some masala, something, to make it a little bit fun. And when we become adept at our work, let's say if you are teachers for 15, 20 years, you can pretty much teach whatever subject you are teaching with your left hand, right? But that is just the subject. The students are watching you, right? It's not just what we teach, but how we teach. And any extra drop of inspiration, fuel, fire, passion I can add into it, that much better that interaction will be. And these opportunities that we get when we meet like this help us to inspire each other. To me, that is the second level. And the third level is the purpose of this meeting. We are here to celebrate Founders' Day. And the had a vision of how this school must run, what this institution must represent. And to me, the way I look at it is, there is the vision and then there is reality. And in between vision and reality, we are there. Right? I'm sure you'll agree to this point, that there is the vision and there is the reality of what Omega is today. Between these two, all of us are there. Like in maths, they say a scatter diagram, scatter-gather diagram, right? Each one of us is in different places. And slowly this should move, they should merge. The reality should merge with what our vision must be, right? And it is not about just remembering him or reliving his messages, but it's about realizing what he really wants. And such gatherings, hopefully, will help us to pause, to reflect, to understand, and to work towards taking the school from where it is today to where it should be. Of course, we have already achieved quite a bit, but we cannot rest on our laurels. We have much more to go, long ways to go, and I'm sure this journey is going to be really interesting and fun. So to kind of take us through this, we'll watch a few videos, small little clips of Chariji's talks. You can listen in, maybe we can interact a little bit if possible, or at the least we can reflect and try to see what Chariji is trying to tell us, our founder of the school, and see if it can ignite some spark in us, taking it to the next levels. So we can start with, we have about 5 clips each 1 minute. We'll watch one video at a time. We can start with the first one.
I was going to suggest a new motto for our school. Omega loves its children. I think in schools all over India and perhaps all over the world, there's a great deal of teaching or attempt to teach, but I don't think there's much love, either by the teachers for the children or by the children for the teachers. There are few teachers who have earned the love of children in my experience. They're really rare. I think there was one movie about this. What was that movie called? To Serve with Love. Huh? To Serve with Love. To Serve with Love. If a teacher can produce or create, it's not something to produce, create love between himself or herself and the children, I think 90% of the teaching is over.
This was a talk that was given long time back, but you can beautifully see that spontaneously he came up with this motto, as he said, Omega loves its children. It's something for us to reflect on, right? It's a very personal thing. I don't want to make this a discussion because love is a very personal thing, right? How much are we able to bring that in our classrooms, amongst our children, right? Is special. But I want to ask, how many of us have seen this movie, To Serve with Love? Anyone here? One. Just a few. Okay, very few. You can try, please, when you go. It's a wonderful movie. It's a story about an engineer, a black guy, who doesn't get a job. And so he takes up a temporary teaching position. And he joins a college where there is, pretty much only the worst character of children. And so he goes in, he really struggles, they insult him, humiliate him, treat him very badly without any respect. And so he decides to throw away the books, throw away the curriculum, and say, let us start with mutual trust and respect. And slowly he builds from that. And the story goes wonderfully, you can watch it. I don't want to say the whole thing. And finally, the beautiful thing is he gets a job and he says, no, I want to teach. And so he continues teaching. So it's something interesting to watch. We can play the next one.
I was recently away for a month, and I think it was in Indore in Madhya Pradesh at about 4 o'clock in the morning. I had something which was between a dream and a vision, that I am opening the newspapers, and in the 10th board results, I see 6 of our students named in the first 10. Now it is easy for me to have a vision or a dream or whatever, but you boys and girls have to work to make it a reality. You are responsible for what I am going to see in the newspaper. Because I saw it and I will see it. In between the two is your performance, your preparation, your ability to do things as I have seen them happen. And for that I wish you all my Master's grace, blessings and love.
Okay, a trivia question. 6 of our students have actually come in the newspaper already. Does anyone know about it? Any guesses? Anybody? Can raise your hand. 6 of our students, as part of a team, have come in the newspaper. Okay, I'll tell you. In the Tamil Nadu U19 under-19 cricket team, 6 students from Omega were part of the overall team. Okay, and the captain was also our student. So, okay, it's a dream partially achieved, I would say, because Chariji was talking about 10th board results. Maybe it will happen in the near future, but we can happily say that 6 out of 10 we already achieved in cricket. Okay, we'll play the next one.
I have seen schools run by nuns, the church. They are so well run. Precisely because the teachers serve the children, love the children more than themselves. And they don't work for the salary, so they give their life to their job. That is the sort of teaching staff that I would like to have here. I am happy to see that probably 70% of our staff is composed of sisters. My Guruji always said, women have hearts already prepared to love. Men are egotistic. To them, love comes with great difficulty.
I think to me it's a very touching message. Chariji I've spent a lot of time very closely with him. He has spoken a lot, especially about how Christian organizations run schools and how meticulously, even our chairman used to say, he was also studying in a Christian school in Ahmedabad. He would say how the father would be like the second mother, that you don't need to be afraid of your teachers. And this talk he was giving actually as a continuation to the first talk where he was talking about love. And this ability to bring two things together, serve and love. Serve the children, love the children. It is something wonderful, and I am sure it is very much there in the ethos of Omega. We see it in how our children are so happy, so freely connecting with all of you, communicating with all of you. It is a wonderful thing. We need to maintain this. We need to keep this spark alive. The children must not fear us. They must love us. They must be with us. They must feel like coming to us. And that connection, I feel, is the most important thing. In this, Chariji was talking about 70% of our teachers are women. This was in 2009 or something, I think. Do you know what is the percentage today? I want someone to take a guess. Any guess, please. 99, okay, that is little too much. I mean, poor things, there are few men sitting in the back. 90, okay, someone says 90. Anybody else? 85. So all of us are saying it has increased? Yes? Okay, I'll tell you the statistics. So Deepthi sent me this data yesterday. 88.8% is women. Okay. And it very much aligns with his point that it is very easy for women to love. But I want to add one thing where being a male member, love for children is one thing, but love for the subject also is important. You know, for that you don't have to be a male or a female, right? We love what we do. As long as we are able to bring that into our aspect, every aspect of work, it's wonderful. So 88.8 is today's number. We don't know where this is going to go in another 5-10 years.
You know, the school years are the most enjoyable in life and also the most demanding. This is a time for maximum study with concentration, with confidence in yourself, and with a determination to advance towards the goal in both material and spiritual spheres. It is also the time when you must build your character, which is moral. It's also the time to build your bodies by play, by exercise, so that you are strong enough to face the world physically, mentally and morally when you quit. So please remember that school is not all books. We are not trying to make bookworms here. Bookworms come naturally in old books. We are here to create children who will leave school with a well-rounded personality, physical strength, moral fiber, and intellectual acumen.
I think the message speaks for itself. Very important for us to understand the underlying philosophy of our school. We are here to develop holistic individuals, well-rounded, as he said, in all walks of life. Of course, he very beautifully talked about 3 points that I took away from it. One is concentration, a very important element of all children. This is something that is, I personally feel, not just at Omega, but in general, concentration is going down because of various distractions. It is some work that we have to do. What we have to do, how we have to do it is up to us. How to have extended concentration for children. Second, he talked about confidence. This again, you can see that it's going down. Again, because of various distractions, various things that are happening that are diverting the minds of young ones. And the third one, determination. Determination is the use of willpower. That's all it is. And in some way, it is important that we are able to instill these 3 qualities concentration, confidence, and willpower, or determination, as he says. Through various means, what it is we have to figure out, whether it's happening in classroom, outside classroom, through discussions, through speeches, through interpersonal, whatever it may be. But the idea to focus on these three areas is essential. The last video.
So, when I come here, I feel both energetic, as if I am young, back in those days, and also very old when I see all of you. Yet I love to be here, because though I cannot claim any direct input into your intellectual, moral, and spiritual growth, I am a sort of benevolent bystander who offers his blessings to you all. And that is a big role to play too.
I want to talk about blessings. It's very, very important. And I always feel this school has an invisible carpet around it, protecting us. Because a school of this size and this much of activity, I was talking recently with someone, 1,000,000+1 things can go wrong. You see, think about it. All the things that can go wrong in a place like this. You can write 1,000,000 things, yet one happens here and there. You see, the remaining millions is protected by his blessings. But he goes on to say, blessings is a tough job. It doesn't just like that come. Because I was recently reading about something very interesting. In the entire Europe this is happening. It's called as the Omega band or Omega belt or something like that. They use the word Omega. That is one high pressure area enveloped by two low pressure areas on both sides. And the entire Europe is getting heated very badly, right? About 40, 45 degrees. Unheard of in Europe. It's called as the Omega belt, I think, or the Omega band. And interestingly, they were using the word Omega because of that symbol, that the air pressure is stuck in between. Even when it rains, for example, the right environment, the right atmosphere has to be set up for the rain to happen. The pressure has to be right, the temperature has to be right, the precipitation levels have to be right. Then rain comes, and it is benevolent. It's a blessing, we say, right? So for his blessings to descend on us, there are some things we have to do. First, we must, in some way, have that openness, that environment, that conducive for that blessings to descend. And that is our job. Whatever we do prayerfully. I am sure these are small little things we are already practicing in our own ways. Because when we think we are teaching, that is one level. But when we think that I am a medium through which education is happening, that's the next level. Then grace flows, blessings flows. And these blessings are for all, right? It doesn't distinguish between this person and that person. The worm, the birds, the humans, all of us benefit. But collectively, it's our duty to bring in that atmosphere, that environment here, and maintain it so that his blessings are always with us, protecting us, guiding us, transforming us, and taking us forward. Thank you.
Can become the greatest moment of courage.
The greatest weakness can become the greatest strength.
The greatest failure can become the greatest achievement.
And the greatest challenge can reveal itself as life's greatest blessing.
Everything depends on how we choose to respond to change.
And how willing we are to embrace transformation.
With that thought, we invite our students' choir to present the theme song, Blessings.
We pray for peace, comfort for family, protection while we sleep. We pray for healing, for prosperity. We pray for your mighty hand to ease our suffering. And you hear each spoken need. Your love is way too much to give us lesser things. 'Cause what if your blessings come through raindrops? What if your healing comes through tears? What if 1,000 sleepless nights are what it takes to know you're near? And what if trials of this life are your mercies in disguise? We pray for wisdom, your voice to hear. We cry in anger when we cannot feel you near. We doubt your goodness, we doubt your love, as if every promise from your word is not enough. And all the while, you hear each desperate plea, and long we'd have faith to believe. 'Cause what if your blessings come through raindrops? What if your healing comes through tears? What if 1,000 sleepless nights are what it takes to know you're near? What if trials of this life are your mercies in disguise? 'Cause what if your blessings come through raindrops? What if your healing comes through tears? What if 1,000 sleepless nights are what it takes to know you're near? 'Cause what if my greatest disappointments or the aching of this life is the revealing of a greater thirst this world can't satisfy? What if trials of this life, the rain, the storms, the hardest nights are your mercies in disguise?
Miss Vanita, Tamil teacher from CIS who marks 5 years of enriching young minds through language and culture. முத்தமிழ் அன்னையே, கடலில் மூழ்கி முத்தெடுத்தேன் முன்னையே, சித்தம் நீ, சிரிப்பும் நீ, பல்லோர் எழுப்பும் சத்தம் நீ, சாமியும் நீ, சரித்திரம் நீ, சார்ந்தவர் வாழ்ந்திடச் செய்பவள் நீ. காலங்கள் கடந்து வந்தவள் நீ, காலனை வென்று நின்றவள் நீ, ஞாலம் முழுதும் நிறைந்தவள் நீ, ஞானம் விரும்பி வேண்டுகிறேன். என்னுள் நிறைந்த முத்தமிழே, எங்கும் நிறைந்து வாழ்ந்திடுக என்றெங்கள் அன்னை தமிழை, அருமை மொழியை வாழ்த்தி சான்றோர் நிறைந்த இந்த அவையை வணங்குகிறேன். வணக்கம். நான் ஏன் இந்த பாடலை சொன்னேன்னா, ஏன்னா நாங்கள்லாம் தமிழ் டீச்சர்ஸ், திஸ் இஸ் அவர் பேட்டர்ன். அப்படிலாம் பாடினாதான் ஓ இவங்க தமிழ் டீச்சர், பாடலாம் தெரியுது அப்படின்னு சொல்லிப்பாங்க. நான் ஒமேகாவிற்கு வந்த கதை, இங்கு வாழ்ந்த கதை. ஒமேகா அப்படின்னு ஒரு சிறந்த பள்ளி இருக்கு, அங்க இன்னைக்கு நேரடியாக போய் ரெசியூம் கொடுக்க போறோம் அப்படின்னு கிட்டத்தட்ட திருவள்ளூர் மாவட்டத்திலிருந்து காஞ்சிபுரம் மாவட்டம் வண்டியில் பெட்ரோல் இருக்கான்லாம் செக் பண்ணல. இந்த கூகுள் மேப்பை போட்டுக்கிட்டு கூகுள் மேப் போய் சொல்லாது அப்படின்னு நம்பி துவங்கிட்டோம். ஒவ்வொரு அரை மணி நேரத்துக்கும் கூகுள் மேப் சரியாக தான் போயிட்டு இருக்கோமா அப்படின்னு பார்த்துக்க வேண்டியது. அங்கங்கே நிறுத்தி நிறுத்தி பார்த்து சுந்தர் பிச்சையின் சிந்தையில் தோன்றிய சிறந்த திட்டம் கூகுள் மேப்னு சொல்லலாம். அது ரொம்ப அழகாக கைட் பண்ணும். டர்ன் இன்டு தி நெக்ஸ்ட் லெஃப்ட் அப்படின்னு சொல்லும். நம்ம எந்த லெஃப்ட்னு தெரியாமல் எங்கெங்கே போகி 1 மணி நேரத்தில் வர வேண்டிய இடத்துக்கு 2 மணி நேரமா எங்கெங்கேயோ சுற்றி, அது திட்டாது. எப்படியாவது போயிருமா, இந்த பக்கம் திரும்பி போ, இன்னொரு வழி காமிக்கிறேன் அப்படிலாம் காமிக்கும். அப்படி சுற்றி ஏற்றி கொஞ்ச நேரத்தில் பயம் வந்துருச்சு. ஏன்னா ஃபோன்லேயும் சார்ஜ் கம்மியாயிட்டே வருது, பெட்ரோல் குறையுது. எப்படியோ போரூர் வந்து போரூர் குன்றத்தூர் ரோடு உள்ள நுழைஞ்சிட்டோம். இதுக்கப்புறம் அப்போதான் கவனிக்கிறோம் பெட்ரோல் இல்லைன்னு. தேடி கண்டுபிடிச்சி குளப்பாக்கம் பஞ்சாயத்து ஆஃபீஸ்க்கு முன்னாடி இருக்கிற சாலைக்குள்ள நுழைஞ்சிட்டேன். நுழைஞ்சா இப்போ இருக்கிற மாதிரி இல்லைங்க. அப்போ சாலை 5 வருஷத்துக்கு முன்னாடி உங்க எல்லாருக்கும் தெரியும். குண்டும் குடியுமா, மேடும் பள்ளமுமா, உயர்வும் தாழ்வுமா, 2 பக்கமும் முள் வேலிகளா இருக்கும், முச்செடிகளா இருக்கும். கட்டிடங்கள் அவ்வளோ இல்லை. இப்போதான் எல்லாத்தையும் சரி பண்ணி கட்டிடங்கள்லாம் வந்துருச்சு. நான் வண்டி நிறுத்திட்டேன். ஏன்னா சார்ஜும் கம்மியாயிட்டு போகுது. திரும்பி போக வழி தெரியுமான்னு தெரியல. பெட்ரோல் வேற இல்லை. நம்ம தொலைஞ்சிட்டோம்னா வீட்டில் தேடுறதுக்கும் ஆள் இல்லை. பாஞ்சுங்கிறா ஐயா அப்படின்னு விட்டுருவாங்க. அப்படி விட வைக்கவும் நமக்கு மனசு இல்லை. போக வேணாம், திரும்பி போயிடலாம் அப்படின்னு ஒரு குரல் ஒன்று சொல்லுது. அப்ப நான் ஒரு முடிவு எடுத்தேன். எப்படியாவது இந்த சாலையோட முடிவு வரைக்கும் போய் பார்க்கலாம். ஏன்னா ஒமேகா ஒரு பெரிய பள்ளி, இங்க இருக்கிறதுக்கு வாய்ப்பு. நம்ம ஐஜி மீட்டிங்லாம் கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கோம், ரிசல்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் பார்த்துருக்கோம். இந்த சாலையில இருக்க வாய்ப்பே இல்லை அப்படின்னு மனசுக்குள்ள சொல்லுது. இந்த சாலை முடிவு வரைக்கும் போய் பார்த்துடலாம், அங்க ஏதாவது பள்ளி இருந்தா சரி அப்படின்னு நினைச்சு அந்த குரலை நம்பி நான் வண்டியை திரும்பி ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணி உள்ள வந்தா, நான் கும்பிட போன தெய்வம் அங்க பெருசா அழகா அப்பாடா கிடைச்சிருச்சு அப்படின்னு உள்ள வந்தேன். ஒரு ஹெச்ஆர் சிரிச்சுக்கிட்டே வந்து வரவேற்றார். அவர் இங்கே இல்லை இப்போன்னு நினைக்கிறேன், ராபின் பேர். அது ரொம்ப வெல்கமிங்காக பாசிட்டிவாக இருந்துச்சு. ரெஸ்யூம் கொடுத்தோம். நம்ம எல்லாருக்குமே தெரியும் எல்லாருடைய அனுபவம். 4 கட்ட இன்டர்வியூ தாண்டி தான் நம்ம உள்ளே வர முடியும். அப்படி ஒரு 2 கட்டம் முடிஞ்சிருச்சு. நான் கொஞ்ச நேரம் வெயிட் பண்ணுங்க, ஐஜிசிஎஸ்சி பிரின்சிபல் வந்து வெளியே போயிருக்காங்க, வந்துருவாங்க, உங்களுக்கு இன்னைக்கே பார்க்கணும்னு சொல்கிறாங்க அப்படின்னு அவர் சொன்னார். அப்போ நான் வந்தப்போ பேண்டமிக் காலம், ஒரு ஆளரவம் மாணவர்கள் யாருமே இல்லை. நல்ல சிவராத்திரி மார்ச் மாதம். சரி இருந்துட்டு போகும் அப்படின்னு கொஞ்ச நேரம் வெயிட் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தேன். என்னை அங்கேருந்து ஐஜி பிளாக்கு கூட்டிட்டு போக ஒருத்தவங்க வழிகாட்டினாங்க. பார்த்தால் அத்தனை மரங்கள், அத்தனை செடிகள் பூத்து குலுங்குது. நான் எங்கேயுமே எந்த பள்ளியிலையும் அது பார்த்தது இல்லைங்க. சின்ன இடம் கிடைச்சாலும் அதை ஒரு பில்டிங் ஆக்கி கட்டடமாக்கி அதில் இன்னும் 4 வகுப்புகளை கூட்டி மாணவர்களை சேர்த்து இப்படி பணம் பார்க்கும் இடங்களில் நாட்களில் இப்படி ஒரு மரங்களை வளர்த்து இயற்கையை நேசிக்கிற ஒரு இடத்தை நான் பார்த்ததே இல்லை. ரொம்ப மகிழ்ச்சியாக இருந்தது. மரம் உண்ண கனி, ஒதுங்க நிழல், உடலுக்கு மருந்து, உணர்வுக்கு விருந்து, அடைய குடில், அடைக்க கதவு,
அழகு வேலி ஆட தூளி தடவ தைலம் தாளிக்க எண்ணெய் எழுத காகிதம் எரிக்க விறகு மறந்தான் மறந்தான் எல்லாம் மறந்தான் 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 மனிதன் மறந்தான். இப்படி மனிதன் மறந்து போன மரங்களை நேசித்து அதன் தூய காற்றை சுவாசித்து வாழ இவர்களைப் போல எனக்கும் இங்கே ஒரு இடம் வேண்டும் என்று அப்போது இறைவனை வேண்டினேன். அது நடைபெற்றது. நான் இங்கே இருக்கிறேன். அன்னைக்கு நான் பார்த்தேன்ல அந்த ரோடு. இன்னைக்கு நம்ம எல்லாம் காலையில 7:15 இருந்து 7:45 வரைக்கும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா எனக்கு ஒரு ஆசை, ஒரு ட்ரோன் வச்சு அதை அப்படியே படம் பிடிக்கணும். இவ்வளவு மக்களும் இவ்வளவு வாகனங்களும் கூட்டம் கூட்டமாக எங்கே போகிறார்கள் தெரியுமா? ஆர்ட்ஃபுல்னஸ் இன்டர்நேஷனல் பள்ளி அப்படின்னு ஒரு குறும்படமே எடுக்கலாம். அப்படிதானே இருக்கும் அந்த காலை பொழுது. அத்தனை டிராஃபிக், தூசி, தும்புகள், பதட்டம், ஐயோ டைமுக்கு போயிடணுன்ற எண்ணம், இதையெல்லாம் தாண்டி நாங்கள் 3rd கேட்ல நுழைவோங்க. அழகா பிஞ்சு கைகளால் பெற்றோர்களுக்கு கையசைக்கும் குழந்தைகளை பார்த்து கொண்டே உள்ளே நுழைந்தால் அங்கே மனமிக்க பூக்கள் எங்களை வரவேற்கும். ஓ, இவங்க ஐஜியில் இப்போ இயற்கையை ரசிச்சுட்டு உட்காந்துட்டு இருக்கிறாங்க அப்படின்னு நினைக்காதீங்க. கேட்ல இருந்து அப்படி உள்ள வரும்போது தான் ஒரு பாட்டு கேட்கும், காலை தென்றல் அப்படின்னு. உள்ள போய் பஞ்ச் பண்ணவனே வேலை 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 அப்படின்னு மாறிடும். எங்க பிரின்சிபல் வேற சூப்பர் உமன், அப்படியே கையை வச்சுட்டு இப்படி பறந்துகிட்டே இருப்பாங்க. அவங்க 50 கிலோமீட்டர் வேகத்துல பறந்துட்டு இன்னும் யாரும் வரலையா அப்படின்னு கேட்பாங்க. இதோ வந்துட்டோம், நம்ம ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிட்டோம் அப்படின்னு பின்னாடி ஓடிக்கிட்டே இருக்கும். எத்தனை செயல் திட்டங்கள், எத்தனை செயல்பாடுகள், எத்தனை தேர்வுகள், எத்தனை மாற்றங்கள். அங்கெல்லாம் எத்தனை வாட்டி எல்லா கோட்டையும் அழிச்சிட்டு பஸ்ல இருந்து போட்டிருக்கோம் தெரியுமா? உள்ள வந்து பார்த்தாதான் தெரியும். எத்தனை கற்றல், எத்தனை கற்பித்தல் கற்றுக்கொண்டேன். மிகவும் மகிழ்வாக இருக்கிறேன். அன்று நான் வந்தபோது 1ஆம் வகுப்பில் கன்னம் தடவிய குழந்தைகள் இன்று 6ஆம் வகுப்பில் மொட்டுக்களாய் பார்க்கும் போதே மிகவும் மகிழ்ச்சியாக இருக்கிறது. இந்த அற்புதமான பகுதி ஒரு டிவைன் பவர் நிறைந்த பகுதி அப்படின்னு என்னுடைய தோழி ஒருத்தவங்க சொன்னாங்க. உண்மையிலேயே கான்ஹா வரைக்கும் சென்று அந்த தெய்வீக அனுபவத்தை பெற்றேன். இன்னும் சில காலம் இங்கே இணைந்திருக்கவும் கற்றுக்கொள்ளவும் கற்றுக் கொடுக்கவும் விரும்புகிறேன். எல்லாம் வல்ல இறைவன் அதற்கு துணை புரியட்டும். வாழ்க ஒமேகா. வாய்ப்புக்கு நன்றி. வணக்கம்.
Thank you, ma'am. Our next speaker, Mrs. Banapriya from Montessori, celebrates 10 years of nurturing curiosity, creativity, and a love for learning in our youngest learners.
Good morning, everyone. Today, I feel truly happy and grateful to share my journey in Omega. Officially, my journey in Omega began in September 2015. But when I look back, I feel the seed of this journey was actually planted much earlier. On 26 June 2006, during the Founders' Day celebration, almost 9 years before I joined Omega. On that special day, our beloved founder Chariji conducted a meditation session. I got the opportunity to attend it. During the meditation, a strong thought arose within me to contribute in some way to Master's vision for the school. At that time, I had no idea how or when it would happen. I had no teaching qualifications also, and we were not even living in Chennai. I simply just noted it down. A few years later, when we were looking for the school to start our son's education, I came across Montessori method of education. I truly inspired by the philosophy of auto education and the education for life. So I chose to pursue a diploma in Montessori education and thus began my journey in the field of education. Then in 2015, when we moved to Chennai, I joined Omega as a part-time Montessori facilitator. I still remember my very first day at Omega. Kalai ma'am, who was the unit head then, asked me to meet Jatanda ma'am for orientation. When I went there, I was delighted to see Jacqueline ma'am. Everybody knows she was the one of the inspiration for Charji starting Omega. Working with Jatinder ma'am and Jacqueline ma'am was a great experience. I have learned a lot from them. A smile and patience works magic in children. In those days, Montessori was incorporated differently as part of CIS M1, M2. So, we were a small group of teachers. I want to name them because they were guided me as a mother for the baby in each and every step. Nilofer ma'am, Srilekha ma'am, and Rehana ma'am. Over the years, Montessori at Omega evolved beautifully. It grew in many dimensions, and as Montessori grew, I too grew along with it. Today, Montessori has become one of the iconic pillars of Omega, supported by a vibrant and dynamic team under the leadership of Preeta ma'am. When I reflect on these 10 years, I am amazed at how a single thought eventually paved the way for my journey here. I understood that is the power of thought. If someone asks me, what has Omega given you? I will say, Omega has given me opportunities to grow. It has given me a sense of family. It has given me wonderful friends and well-wishers. It has given me confidence. That's why I'm standing in front of you all. That is the beauty of Omega. Today, my heart is filled with gratitude for the guidance, opportunities, encouragement, and love that I've received from everyone here. And above all, for the grace of Master. I would like to sincerely thank the former and current management and offer my thanks to Kale ma'am, special thanks to Preeta ma'am and Jatinder ma'am for their constant guidance, support, and trust in me. Whenever a new responsibility was given to me, they would have always said, you can do it. Those simple words of encouragement gave me the confidence to move forward and made my journey at Omega smoother and more meaningful. My heartfelt thanks to our wonderful team of Montessori teachers, the parents who have placed their trust in us, and our little ones who bring joy and life to every single day. Finally, I would like to thank Ms. Ushma and Founders Day organizing team for giving me this opportunity to share my journey and express my gratitude on this special occasion. As I stand here today, I feel blessed to be a small part of this beautiful vision and this wonderful Omega family. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. We now invite Mrs. Sudha, English faculty from CBSE Junior, to reflect on 15 years of dedication, growth, and meaningful contributions to the Heartfulness journey.
Good morning, everyone. So today, as I stand here, I feel deeply grateful and I must say also a little nostalgic. Omega has been more than just a workplace. It has been my second home for the past 15 years. We feel safe to try, safe to fail, and safe to grow. And that's the reason many of us, including me, never regretted coming to school even on Monday mornings. This institution has not just given me a career, it has given me a space where I feel valued, understood, and supported. I see this as a wonderful opportunity to express my heartfelt gratitude to the heads who not only supported me, but truly nurtured me along the way. I would like to express my thanks to Bhavani ma'am, Shyamala ma'am, and Sujata ma'am, whose influence has touched my professional and personal growth here. In particular, I would like to pause and acknowledge two remarkable individuals whose guidance and encouragement have profoundly shaped my journey at Omega. First, our dear Nirmala ma'am, a true perfectionist, someone who always inspires us to give our best. Her attention to detail and high standards has always inspired us to improve and grow. What makes her special is that, along with expecting excellence, she has always been there to support us through the process. She has been a wonderful team member, approachable, supportive, and willing to guide us patiently until we get it right. That balance of perfection and teamwork is something I will always carry with me. Yes, sometimes we may have felt that extra push to do things just a little more perfectly, but today I realize that it made all the difference. Next, our dear Raji ma'am. I think many of us will agree. There were moments we walked in a little worried, a little unsure. But after speaking to her, we would walk out thinking, okay, everything is under control. Her calm approach, her reassuring smile, and sometimes even her simple, it's okay, you're doing fine, made a big difference on difficult days. Thank you, ma'am. As I conclude, I want to say that Omega is not just a chapter in my life. It is the very book that has shaped me. The lessons I have learned here, the friendships I have built, and the values I have imbibed will remain with me forever. My journey has been enriched by each one of you, and I carry forward the spirit of Omega with pride and gratitude. May we continue to inspire, support, and uplift one another so that together we keep writing stories of excellence and joy. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you, Sudha ma'am. 2 decades of service represent not merely the passage of time, but a legacy of commitment and impact. We invite Mrs. Priya Susan Satish, the principal, Junior School, to share reflections from her 20-year journey.
Good morning, everyone. As I stand here today and look back at 20.8 years at Omega, I'm overwhelmed with gratitude. What began as a young teacher's first step into a new institution became a journey which was filled with challenges, laughter, growth, friendship, and countless blessings. Over these last 2 decades, I've witnessed Omega grow. And in many ways, Omega has shaped me what I am today. I've had the privilege of working with inspiring leaders, dedicated teachers, wonderful students, and supportive parents. Along the way, I've collected a lot of memories, and I thought I would take you through it as a story in 3 chapters. Each chapter represents a different season of my life, different responsibilities, different lessons, and different versions of me. Chapter 1, I would call it Roots to Wings. From the very first interview with Nirmala ma'am and the demo class with Sulekha Baiju, she's here, to my first day at school, November 3, 2005, rainy day. I walked into a class with almost 3 inches of clay under my foot. And I still remember the DLP corrections, where I had to write a digital lesson plan 10 times. 9 times it came back with a green ink, and the 10th time, I thought everything was perfect. Nirmala ma'am looked into the DLP, and then I thought she's going to sign. Then she would page 1 of 3, 2 of 3, and 3 of 3. But I'm very thankful for that, because I've learned at least 50% of her, some perfection. And when I came into Omega, there was this expos happening at that time, and children had a lot of exhibits. What was something unique was, each exhibit, the child had to tell a value after that, which was something different. I was a little worried. How do I say a value from a spoon, from a coaster? But Nirmala ma'am would say the value of a spoon, a coaster, the shape of it. So this was really amazing what I learned. And one very important thing that that happened in my life was the very first year, the school was over, and then Nirmala ma'am said, wait, Chariji Master is coming. And it was this very place, towards the right corner. There was a dari put for us, and Master came and sat there. And there was a plate of bourbon biscuits that were kept. And it was told to me that it was Master's favorite biscuit, and it was mine too. And he took the first biscuit, and he said, Nimmi, and he gave the first one to Nirmala ma'am. And then he took the second biscuit and gave it to someone who was not a part of Omega at that time. Then he took the third biscuit, he looked at me, he looked into my eyes, and he said, come. And I received that bourbon biscuit. And receiving that humble bourbon biscuit as a blessing has become one of my cherished memories. I was a class teacher of grade 2 and the science teacher for grade 2 to 5. Later I moved into middle school and then into senior school. And teaching biology was both a privilege and a learning experience. Preparing assignments, doing question papers, correcting evaluating papers, preparing children for board exams. I think these were the responsibilities that shaped me as an educator. Yet, the proudest moments was watching the children grow into confident, capable, and compassionate individuals. This journey was even more special because I made some special friendships in senior school. As a very firm teacher, I had given my best to nurture the students and to uphold the values of education. But now, as I turn my page to the next chapter, I'm filled with gratitude for the treasured memories and the satisfaction of being in a community that has contributed so much to my personal and professional growth. So I would call my chapter 2 as Storms and Sunshine. This was a significant chapter in my life, and this was in 2017 that I took on the responsibility of coordinating NIOS alongside my CBSE teaching responsibilities. At that time, NIOS had 15 students, absolutely no teachers, no classrooms, no smart boards, nothing at all. But classes functioned with shared teachers from CBSE senior, junior, and as well as the Cambridge. NIOS was not recognized within and outside the school, and much of my time went engaging with parents and convincing them the value and the potential of this educational pathway. But the transformation over the years has been remarkable. In 2021, we started receiving exclusive teachers, furniture, everything was set. And by 2024, it became a thriving community of 20 teachers and more than 150 students. I might have started this journey as a very firm educator, but I should say the students of NIOS taught me some life's valuable lessons. I should say patience, creativity, empathy, resilience, and even hope. Their unique journeys and challenges and successes shaped me as much as I helped shape them. One of my proudest achievements was watching the students really do well in their cricketing career, where they reached the state as well as the national levels. And I would like to thank Sunil, our previous head of sports, Arvind, all the NIOS teachers and the management for the support and the vision and the faith in the vision of NIOS. I always carry immense pride and affection for NIOS. Next is my chapter 3. I would call it New Horizons. Returning to CBSE marked the beginning of yet another exciting chapter in my professional journey, moving from a unit of 150 plus students and 20 teachers to 3,554 students and 203 teachers. This transition was truly, I'd say, it brought in new challenges, greater responsibilities. And leading and working with such a large ecosystem definitely needed a different perspective. Yet what made this transition truly rewarding was the energy that surrounded me every day. Junior school is a vibrant and youthful environment where no 2 days are ever the same. Whether it is the enthusiasm of the students or the dedication of the teachers, the constant buzz of activity brings life to the campus and keeps my own spirit young. I have been fortunate to work alongside an exceptional team, Maheshwari, Uma, my HODs, my coordinators, my admins, and various other teams who consistently go the extra mile to ensure that every task is accomplished with excellence. To this beautiful family of 200 educators, I just need to share a thought, one idea, one challenge, and they'll return back with innovative solutions, fresh perspectives. Being a part of this remarkable team has been my privilege, and it's with immense pride I say this. I have embraced each chapter what it offered. And I believe that each chapter had its own purpose. Omega is more than a workplace. To me, it's been my second home, a place where I've grown as a teacher, a leader, a wife, a mother-in-law, and a grandmother. It has given me immense opportunity to serve, to lead, to learn, and most importantly, to belong. While I cherish the past, I remain excited about the future. I look forward to embracing new challenges, learning new lessons, and continuing to make a difference in the life of students and teachers. I thank the Almighty for His constant guidance and blessings. I thank every head, Nirmala ma'am, Krishna sir, Ramakrishnan sir, Bhavani Shankar sir, Muttaya sir, Sujata ma'am, Bharat sir, Subra sir, KK sir, and Rajesh Rathod sir, who trusted and mentored me, every colleague who walked beside me, every student who enriched my life, and the entire Omega family for making this journey so memorable. Thank you, Omega, for this beautiful 20 plus years and for being such an important part of my story. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We now invite Ms. Shilpa, Vice Principal, Senior School, whose journey has helped shape a culture of excellence, leadership, and holistic education.
Am I audible? Okay. So, 20 years at this place. When I started, it was one building to my right, and now it's grown to 22 acres. So I came in with my son, just 1+ years old. Now he's 21. So I've seen him grow and this school grow. I feel very proud to be a part of this lovely organization, the family. A couple of weeks back, someone told me, Shilpa, are you not stagnating in this place? 20 years. Don't you feel stuck? It was a jolt. And, it set me thinking. A couple of months back, someone told me, you're here for too long. Did you check your market value outside? Again, it left me thinking. And after a lot of contemplation, I realized that no one can stay on in an organization if you don't find that place joyful, if
you don't learn and continuously experience new things, and if you don't grow. And for me, in these 20 years, it's been a journey packed with a lot of joy, vibrancy, learning, and full of experiences. And of course, when you continue to learn, you grow. So I don't say that we have not faced challenges. As Susan said, no 2 days on this campus are the same. You face a challenge today, you juggle, struggle, come up with a solution, and finally you say, yes, today's challenge is addressed. Tomorrow, you face the same challenge, maybe, just a possibility in case. If you face the same challenge, I'm sure many of you will agree that the learning that you had yesterday will not be applicable today. You need a new perspective, a new thinking process, a new approach to address that challenge. And I think this is what is growth. This is what is learning. Every day you encounter something new, you see a different version of yourself the next day. That is the beauty of this campus. I think this place has never stopped me from doing what my heart has allowed me or wanted to do. You just need the right inspiration and thought process, support system always there. So I just want to quote a very small example. 15 years back, one of my primary KRAs was to look at the visibility of the school outside, outward facing visibility of the school, and come up with possibilities or events or opportunities which help children grow. So our founder, Chariji, he used to say, when students come to Omega, grade 12 is the basic minimum we offer. That's the baseline. What more are we giving them when they go outside, which prepares them for a world outside? So these things constantly used to ring in my mind. And that used to be one of my KRAs. I put it as one of my KRAs. And one morning after meditation, this thought of Kalanjali came to my mind. So for those who don't know what Kalanjali is, it's a very prestigious concert where it's an outward facing event. Public is involved, artists are involved, and it's a ticketed program. Everything is organized by students. So I put all these thoughts together and I went and met our then chairman, Krishna sir. So when I went there, he was very patient. He listened to me and then he just said one word. He said, Pannu. And I was happy. I came out. When he said Pannu, that Pannu was so loaded because the Pannu meant I had to start from scratch. I had to plan. I had to execute. I had to inspire students. I had to put structure and processes in place. But it was a lovely journey. I enjoyed doing all of it. And of course, I faced challenges. And again, when I encountered challenges, I went and met him. I thought he would say, okay, you're facing this problem. Fine, let's call for a meeting. Let's all sit. We'll discuss. We'll address it. But when I went there, I said, Bhaiya, I'm facing all these issues. He said, Patakalam. So now there was one more word, Pannu plus Patakalam. What I'm trying to say is, you will encounter challenges every single day in your journey here. But rest assured that you have the backing and the support system of all your leaders. That's the leadership we are blessed with. And the energy comes from the atmosphere that this entire campus carries. So the entire journey proceeded, and every time I used to wait, for Krishna sir to say, great going Shilpa, good job. But nothing came from him. Kalanjali concert went off very well. And first time, I have never seen an artist come and approach the organizers, but they came and told us, we are grateful to your organization for having invited us, because the love and the vibration that we sensed from your students is something that we've never experienced. So that's the beauty of what we transmit and vibrate through our students into the atmosphere outside. So finally, after the concert, Krishna Bhaiya called me to his room and he said, well done, you made me proud. So that was enough. That those 2 words of encouragement were enough for me to carry on. So every day I come in this campus with a lot of joy. I get energy from the students to give it back to the students. The atmosphere is like that. And after we had our new management stepping in, there was, I won't say there was fear, but there was a doubt. Will these initiatives be supported? And when I went to meet Shubhra sir and Bharat sir, they made only one statement. They said, anything that is for the benefit of the students and in the interest of teachers, we are only here to support it more than before. So we are blessed to have those inspiring leaders. Thank you, Bharat sir, Shubhra sir, for being a part of that exceptional journey, standing by me rock steady even today. All I'm trying to tell all of you is this is a beautiful place to work. That's why we are here for 20 years. Otherwise, it would not have been possible. And I welcome all of you to experience that joy. Only thing we need is the positivity within us. And you will see each day unfold as a new chapter in your life. So I'm sure all of us, I don't know, but all of you at least will continue to get inspired and stay with these beautiful organizations for many, many more years to come. Wishing all of you a very happy Founders Day. We definitely fondly remember him today. I'm sure he's amidst us. And have a great work experience at Omega. Thank you.
குருவின் அருளாலே குற்றமெல்லாம் நீங்கும் மருள் நீங்கி மாட்சியே பொங்கும் அறகுருவே உன்னை நான் பணிகின்றேன். ஒமேகா குடும்பம் என்னும் மிக அழகான தாமரை தடாகத்தின் நடுவினிலே நடுநாயகமாக வீற்றிருக்கும் உயர் திரு மதிப்பிற்கும் உரிய பள்ளி தாளாளர் திரு பரத் மாதவன் அவர்களுக்கும் பள்ளியின் பொருளாளர் திரு சுப்பிரமணியன் அவர்களுக்கும் பள்ளியின் முதல்வராக திகழும் சிபிஎஸ்இ பள்ளியின் முதல்வராக திகழும் முத்தையா அவர்களுக்கும் மற்றும் சான்றோர் பெருமக்களுக்கும் பெரியோர்களுக்கும் இந்த அரங்கம் அனைத்தும் நிறைந்து பார் சிரித்ததோ இப்படை பெருத்ததே என்று சொல்லும் அளவிற்கு நிறைந்து இருக்கும் அன்பிற்கினிய சகோதரர்களே சகோதரிகளே அனைவருக்கும் என் முதற்கண் வணக்கத்தினை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். 20 ஆண்டுகள் ஓடிவிட்டன. கனவாக இருக்கின்றது. நினைத்து பார்க்கின்றேன். நானும் கடலில் கலந்த பெருங்காயம் எப்படி இருக்கும்? சிறு துளியாய் இருக்கும் அல்லவா? அது தென்படுமா? தென்படாது. அப்படித்தான் என் வாழ்க்கையும். நான் முதலில் கேள்வியுற்றேன். ஒமிகா என்ற பள்ளி துவங்குகின்றார்கள், அங்கு ஆசிரியர் பெருமக்களை தேர்வு செய்ய உள்ளார்கள் என்று கேள்விப்பட்டேன். அவ்வளவுதான். எனக்கு ஒன்றும் தெரியாத இடம். நான் வசித்ததோ பல்லாவரம். நான் வரும் பொழுதெல்லாம் சுற்றி சுற்றி பார்க்கின்றேன். காடாக இருந்தது. சுற்றி சுற்றி பார்த்தாலும் கடைசியில் நான் வந்து நின்ற இடம் தேவலோகம் என்பதை உணர்ந்தேன். ஆம், என்ன மக்கள் கூட்டம் குவியலாக அல்லவா இருந்தார்கள்? எதற்காக? பொருட்களை தேடுவதற்காகவா? கடையில் உள்ள பொருட்களை வாங்குவதற்காகவா? அல்ல அல்ல, எல்லோருமே ஆசிரியர் பெருமக்கள் எல்லோருமே இந்த பள்ளியில் வேலை கிடைக்குமா என்று ஓடோடி வந்ததை கண்கூடாக பார்த்தேன். நானும் கலந்து கொண்டேன். அவர்களுடன் சேர்ந்து முதலில் எழுத்து தேர்வு என்று நடந்தது, பிறகு நேர்காணல் என்று நடந்தது. அதன் பிறகு நீங்கள் ஆசிரமம் வர வேண்டும் என்று சொன்னார்கள். இந்த அப்படி ஒரு இடம் உள்ளதா? நான் இதுவரை பார்த்ததே இல்லையே என்றெல்லாம் நினைத்துக் கொண்டு அங்கு போய் கால் வைத்த பிறகுதான் தெரிகின்றது, மிக மிக அழகான பிரம்மாண்டமான இடம். மலச்சோலைகள், குயில்கள் கூவுகின்ற இடங்களை பார்த்தேன். அங்கு வகுப்பறையில் மாணவர்களுக்கு பாடம் எடுக்க வேண்டும் என்று ஓடோடி சென்ற எனக்கு என்ன காத்திருந்தது தெரியுமா? நம்ப மாட்டீர்கள், 12க்கும் மேற்பட்ட உயர் அதிகாரிகள் அமர்ந்திருந்தார்கள். மீனா, நீங்கள் தற்பொழுது பாடமில் என்ன எடுக்க உள்ளீர்களோ எடுக்கலாம் என்று சொன்னார்கள். நானும் ஓ அப்படியே என்று அவர்களை குழந்தையாக பாவித்து எனக்குரிய பாடத்தை நான் எடுக்க ஆரம்பித்தேன். அவ்வளவுதான். மடை திறந்த வெள்ளம் போல் அவர்களும் பதிலளித்தார்கள். நானும் நன்றாக மிகச் சிறப்பாக வகுப்பை எடுத்துவிட்டு வெளியே வந்து அமர்ந்து கொண்டேன். உங்களை நாங்கள் தேர்ச்சி செய்து விட்டோம் என்று சொன்னார்கள். இதுதான் என்னுடைய முதல் படி. அதன் பிறகு நான் பள்ளிக்கூடத்தில் கால் எடுத்து வைத்தவுடன் தான் லாலாச்சி என்று எல்லோரும் சொல்கின்றார்களே, அவருடைய முகத்தை படத்தின் வாயிலாக பார்த்தேன். அவர் என்னை உற்று நோக்குவதை கண்டு உணர்ந்தேன். இது மட்டுமா, குருதான் என்னை இங்கு அழைத்தார் என்று சொல்லவும் வேண்டுமோ? பொறுமையே அணிகலனாக, பொறுமையே அணிகலனாக, கடமையே வண்டி சக்கரத்தின் அச்சாணியாக, கடமையே வண்டி சக்கரத்தின் அச்சாணியாக, முயற்சியே படிக்கல்லாக, துணிவே துணையாக, நான் இந்த பள்ளி தடாகத்தில் கால் பதிக்க, நான் இந்த பள்ளி தடாகத்தில் கால் பதிக்க இரும்பை ஈர்க்கும் காந்தமாய், குரு இரும்பை ஈர்க்கும் காந்தமாய் என்னை ஈர்க்க அதிசய உலகு கண்டேன், அதிசய உலகு கண்டேன். எல்லோருள்ளும் விடை காணா வினாக்கள் உண்டு, என்னுள்ளும் இருந்தது, என்னுள்ளும் இருந்தது. மிக அழகாக ஒரு நாள் எனக்கு சந்தர்ப்பமும் கிடைத்தது. குருவை காண்பதற்கு, குருவை காண்பதற்கு நேரடியாக அவர் என் கண் முன்னே நிற்கின்றார். அவர் என்னை மட்டுமே பார்க்கின்றார். சந்தர்ப்பம் வாய்க்கப் பெற்றது. சச்சங்கம் என்று சொன்னார்கள். சச்சங்கத்தில் அல்லவா எல்லோரும் அமர்ந்திருக்க, எல்லோரும் அமர்ந்திருக்க என்னை தேர்ந்தெடுத்த பள்ளியின் முதல்வர் நிர்மலா சுந்தரம் அவர்கள் நின்றிருக்க, தமிழ் ஆசிரியை என்று என்னை அறிமுகம் செய்ய நேரடியாக குருவை பார்க்கும் வாய்ப்பு பெற்றேன். அடடடடா, அதை ஒரு சொல்லி சொல்ல முடியுமா? முடியவே முடியாது. சரணாகதி என்ற தத்துவத்தை நான் உணர்ந்த நாள், சரணாகதி என்ற தத்துவத்தை நான் உணர்ந்த நாள். மிக அழகாக கற்றலும் கற்பித்தலும் இங்கே தொடர்ந்தது. எனக்கு தமிழ் தெரியும், பேச தெரியும். ஆனால் தட்டச்சை பயின்றது இங்கல்லவா. தமிழ் எழுத்துருக்களை கணினியின் வாயிலாக கற்றறிந்தது இத்தலம் அல்லவா. மக்களினுடைய மனதை படம் பிடிப்பது போல குழந்தைகளுடைய மனதை படம் பிடிக்க ஏற்ற ஒரு தருணமும் அமைந்தது. சப்ஸ்டியூஷன் என்ற வகுப்புகள் வாய்க்கப் பெற்றது. குழந்தைகளுடன் அளவலாவதற்கு, பிறகு அவர் சிந்தனைகளை தூண்டுவதற்கு என்னுடைய கைகள் எழுத்தோவியமாக மாறின. கவிதைகளாக படைக்கத் தொடங்கினேன், கவிதைகளாக படைக்கத் தொடங்கினேன். குழந்தைகளே மொழிபெயர்ப்பாளர்களாக மாறினார்கள், குழந்தைகளே மொழிபெயர்ப்பாளர்களாக மாறினார்கள். எண்ணற்ற நிகழ்வுகள், எண்ணற்ற நிகழ்வுகள். அவர்களை நான் சொல்ல, அவர்கள் மிக அழகாக மிகவும் சிறப்பாக செய்த அந்த காரியங்கள் எல்லாம் சொல்லிக்கொண்டே செல்லலாம். எல்லாம் இனிமையே, எல்லாம் இனிமையே. இந்த 20 வருட அனுபவங்கள், முதலில் சிபிஎஸ்இ பள்ளியில் நான் என் பணியை தொடர்ந்தேன். தற்பொழுது NIOSல் தொடர்ந்து கொண்டிருக்கின்றேன். பல்வேறு சூழ்நிலையிலிருந்து வருகின்ற குழந்தைகள், பலதரப்பட்ட நிலையிலிருந்து வருகின்ற குழந்தைகள், அவர்களுடைய எண்ணங்களை அறிந்து அவர்களுக்கு ஏற்றவாறு செதுக்குவதற்கு நான் தயாராக இருக்கின்றேன். என்னை செதுக்கிக் கொண்டிருப்பது என் குரு அல்லவா. 20 வருட இந்த அனுபவத்தில் என்னை செதுக்கிக் கொண்டிருப்பவர் குரு அல்லவா. இந்த அருமையான நிகழ்வில் திரு ராஜகோபாலாச்சாரிஜி அவர்களை நினைவு கூர்கின்றேன். மிக அழகாக பேசுவதற்கு எல்லோரும் வாய்ப்பளித்தீர்கள். எல்லாம் அவர் இன்றி ஒன்றும் ஓர் அணுவும் அசையாது என்று சொல்வார்கள். அன்பின் வழியது உயர்நிலை, அன்பின் வழியது உயர்நிலை. ஒமேகா என்பது ஒரு பள்ளி அல்ல, குடும்பம். ஆமாம், பல்கலைக்கழகமாக மாறி இருக்கின்றது, பல்கலைக்கழகமாக. ஏனென்றால் எல்லோருடைய கருத்துக்கள், எண்ணங்கள் வேறுபடுகின்றன. இருந்தாலும் எல்லோரும் ஒரே இலக்கை நோக்கி பயணிக்கின்றோம். நல்லதோர் சமுதாயத்தை உருவாக்க வேண்டும். குருவின் சிந்தனை மெய்ப்பட வேண்டும், கனவு மெய்ப்பட வேண்டும் என்று சொன்ன பாரதியை போல நானும் சிந்திக்கின்றேன். இறைவனுடைய அருளால் எல்லாம் நலமாக நடைபெறும். மிகச் சிறப்பாக வாய்ப்பளித்தமைக்கு பேசுவதற்கு உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் என் நெஞ்சார்ந்த நன்றிகளை தெரிவித்து அமைகின்றேன்.
Thank you to all our speakers for sharing their stories with such sincerity and grace.
Their journeys remind us that transformation is not a destination, but a continuous process of learning, growing, and inspiring others.
Let us express our heartfelt appreciation to all our speakers with a resounding round of applause. Transformation begins when we learn to let go and trust the journey.
In surrender, we discover strength. In acceptance, we find hope.
Our next presentation beautifully captures the spirit of devotion and grace.
Presenting Samarpanam, a graceful offering through the dance performance Maro Pranam.
Let us welcome our performers with a warm round of applause.
Maro
has finally arrived. Without further ado, let's begin the most anticipated segment of Founders Day celebration. 20 years ago, Google was still earning our trust. Smartphones hadn't taken our lives. Digital classrooms were only a distant idea. Then came a time when schools around the world closed their doors and learning moved online almost overnight. Yet, through every trend, technology, and transformation, these educators remain one step ahead, proving that while classrooms may change, great teachers never go out of style.
Today, we celebrate not merely 2 decades of service, but 20 years of unwavering dedication, resilience, and countless lives shaped through the power of education. It is with deep gratitude and immense pride we welcome our 20 years of service honorees to receive this special recognition. May I now request our esteemed correspondent, Mr. Bharat Madhavan, to kindly felicitate our teachers.
We extend our heartfelt gratitude to everyone who made this event a grand success.
We are grateful to our management, organizers, teachers, students, and supporting staff for their dedication and enthusiastic participation.
May we continue to cherish
and uphold our Founders'
Day
vision, commitment, and gratitude.
Thank you all. Have a wonderful day.